champions. Antonio Conte is a manager who seems to prefer minimal change where possible. The one change from Hull is enforced, but ahead of Thibaut Courtois, he sticks to a back three. And it's the same one on duty for the last game, even though John Terry is available again. Victor Moses has got over the hamstring problem that forced him out of international duty. N'Golo Conte faces the club at which he had such a stunning impact for the first time. Willian is on compassionate leave after the death of his mother, so the only change in personnel sees Pedro come in to replace him. Claudio Ranieri had suggested he might tinker with his team and has done so, although Kasper Schmeichel remains in goal. Luis Hernandez, who had an uncomfortable start to life in the Premier League at centre-half at Hull, starts a league game for the first time since then. Jeff Schlupp, whose season has been disrupted by a hamstring problem, makes only his second start of the campaign. The other was also against Chelsea in the EFL Cup. Both Riyad Mahrez and Islam Slimani, who were on duty for Algeria last week, are taken out of the first 11. A day after turning 24, Ahmed Musa comes back into the front line. There's a clear nod to Chelsea's youth products on the bench, where John Terry is joined by 4 more recent products of that system. Leicester keep their rested trio available for service alongside another former Chelsea youth in Andy King. And so a Premier League weekend that climaxes with
plenty of time to make up his mind.
Hazard looking to take on Morgan. That's the deliveries again. Maybe to get the better of Boots, and it took a nick on its way through, and Schmeichel had to get down very quickly to react.
Yeah, Christian Boots just sticking out a leg there, which did make Schmeichel move his feet pretty quickly. Moses impressive at Hull a couple of weeks back. He did have to be on his toes, the Leicester keeper.
Well, Leicester's problems at Old Trafford came from corners. Can they defend any better here? Flicked on by Matic, Costa free! And from the first corner of the game, Leicester City concede. It's Costa who puts the former champions ahead against the reigning champions.
Well, you're thinking immediately, how on earth has he got this much space at the far post? Looking at Wes Morgan, head in hands around the penalty spot. He just allows him to run off the back. It's such naive defending from Wes Morgan, a player that hardly put a foot wrong for Leicester last season. But it's just like they defended from set pieces at Old Trafford against Manchester United. And what a gift for him, what a gift for Diego Costa.
Hard. Away by Morgan, but Leicester facing real difficulty. Conte looking for the ball into Eden Hazard. Couldn't get the cleanest connection, but great vision from Conte to pick him out.
Was in a well-timed diagonal run from Eden Hazard. Well onside, and he's just trying to hook one over Schmeichel. Not an easy one at all. But they've been given.
Luis, oh, unlucky!
Well, it doesn't always come off, but when it does like this, it looks spectacular. Caught it perfectly, the Brazilian.
Matic. Oh, he managed to find the gap. Pedro helps it on. Hazard's in here! 2-0! The man who triggered off Leicester's title party plunges them into further despair now.
Well, it was a great example of how ineffective Leicester have been in defending the middle ground there. You see him slip a pass through 2 defenders, and it really shouldn't have got this far. It really shouldn't have. But Hazard, as we saw pre-match, he scored a similar goal for Belgium, just keeping his composure to take it wide of the keeper and finish and score a goal that might well knock the stuffing out of this Leicester side. It's a big, big goal, that. And a deserving one for Chelsea, there's no question. They have been totally on top of this match.
Crisis, what crisis? With a kick. Drinkwater bends one around. It is Luiz on target. Conte.
One of those that the keeper doesn't want to take any chances with it. Swerve a little bit, dip in front of him.
Here it's Chelsea who've had a tight grip on this match. And straight from the off, Pedro's in here. He's appealing for a hand.
Could have had a penalty for handball here. The arms come up as a way of, well, protecting yourself or creating a bigger barrier. Not in a natural position. I think that's safe to say.
Albrighton. Musa trying to get the better of Azpilicueta, didn't he? In towards Albrighton.
He managed to find space there in a good area.
He's the furthest player forward here for Chelsea, and he does manage to get it through to Victor Moses. That's a really good stop from Kasper Schmeichel.
Well, what about that from N'Golo Kanté? What a surge forward, and then what a pass from a midfielder that we associate with being a destroyer, a break-up of player. That's top class. And again, gets plenty behind it, Victor Moses. He was on target.
Hernandez. Ball across towards, it was towards Vardy, but it was actually Luiz who's...
Get his foot to the ball. It was good defending, if a little fortunate, because Vardy behind him was going to tap this into the net, and he knew that. Sometimes as a defender you just need that bit of luck, which he certainly got there. It would be unusual if there wasn't. He was asking to come off. Not like him at all.
Here's Costa. Conte! Well, that would have been the ultimate unkindest cut for Leicester.
Well, it's been a tough afternoon for Wes Morgan, but he's made a vital intervention here. I thought Costa should have passed a bit earlier to Eden Hazard. What about that from the Leicester captain? Whether Schmeichel would have got a block as well, I don't know, but Morgan gets his leg to this one. Yeah, it would have gone in. That was a goal-saving block.
Matic. Costa was in his way, but he stepped through regardless and forces via a deflection the save from Kasper Schmeichel.
It's great awareness, actually, in a tight space to realise he could just let the ball run. After that, they always just back off. Schmeichel maybe thought about trying to get hold of it. I thought he could have.
N'Golo Kanté. Victor Moses. Chalobah back to Moses! Rounding it off in style. A handsome victory for Chelsea, and the champions clobbered on the road again.
Well, if Nathaniel Chalobah meant this flick, it was world class. The 1-2, I think he did, he most definitely did. And it deserves the finish that it got from Victor Moses. He's enjoying a really good spell for Chelsea. Hasn't had too many of those, but this caps off another good afternoon for him. And it pretty much caps off the match.
In their previous 47. Drinkwater.
Lovely feet from the midfielder.
Costa, Alonso.
What was he thinking?
After showing due deference in May, Chelsea have put the champions in their place today. They destroyed them in the first half. Diego Costa scoring after the latest corner catastrophe for the defending Premier League champions. Eden Hazard added a second before the break, and despite a brief revival at the start of the second half from the visitors, a wonderful goal carved out by Victor Moses and Nathaniel Chalobah, with Moses finishing it off, was the crowning glory. Chelsea 3, Leicester 0.
And much to ponder for Wes Morgan. It's been another